I get mad at is when I come back and a Christian sitting across from me at the church looks at me and says, "Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Why are you doing what you're doing? There ain't no way." And I look at him flat and said, "Look, the best thing to do is shut up and go back somewhere else. Because I ain't got no time to be talking to you right now." Okay? You hear my little girl?
I do. And, well, yeah, and see, you know, and hey there, how are you?
Hey, baby.
Hey, cutie.
Hey, baby.
Wipe your feet, okay?
Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Hey, I'm John.
This is John again.
It's nice to meet
Oh,
you.
Carla Lily, nice to meet
Well,
you.
thank you for letting me come in and steal them for
Please make yourself.
a couple hours.
Tell him hi.
You're so cute.
You gonna tell him hi?
You're so sweet.
Can I get you anything?
I'm good, thank you very much. I have some in the car, so I'm actually on the last one. I'm about to run out of videos, so but it's good. So it's yeah. I mean, nobody and nobody's gonna make me quit either, because he's you know, he's provided. He's opened so many doors. There's no way,
You know,
that you could ever like turn it down.
right, and it's what I was telling you when you first come in. You know what? When I get 3 phone calls this morning about 2 other guys trying to do the same thing I'm doing, and you know, instead of working with us, it's like they want to. They sit there and watch all the trials and all the beating and the head knocking and the city council meetings that we go sit in and the police departments that we drug through. They sit there and watch every bit of this, and now that it's all eased out a little bit, they're going to crawl in here and they're going to try to pick up something, because now they call it glorified.
Mm-hmm.
They glorify themselves. Okay? Themselves.
That's it.
And, you know, then they start doing the same thing I'm doing to try to get out there. And I keep asking the same question. Why won't you join us instead of fighting against us? You know,
Because they're not getting credit.
they're not getting credit. That's the biggest thing. You know what? I had rather sit down with Street Feet, Soul to Soul. You know, the old guy of the mountains that sits there in that corner with the pizza in the box. Okay? He might bring 1 or 2 pizzas down there, but you know what? They can depend on that pizza being there till it's gone.
That's it.
But I'd rather, you know what, instead of us trying to find something new, why don't we join together what's already there, man? And that is the only part that really makes me sometimes step back and say, you know what? But then I go to bed and wake back up thinking, okay, let's go. It's a new day.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the married couple with the little baby? Do you still see them, talk to them?
We don't talk to them like we did. We actually went
I know
up.
you moved them. I know you moved
We
them.
did. But we also went up with a group, with a guy, and sat down and talked to him about taking the baby.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. We weren't wanting to take the baby. We were wanting to give that baby a better life. And we were giving them an option to where they give us rights to the child.
Wow.
The mom and dad still have rights. They could come get that baby when they wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the time that baby stayed with, not us, but another couple, stayed with them. Off the streets in a safe, warm, clean, fed environment. And we went with lawyer's papers sitting in our back pockets, Jack. And when we got, I made a phone call and he said, "I'm leaving right now from Fort Mill. Meet me up at a certain spot and we'll go." So he done paid, this guy that owns this company done paid a retainer for a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a lawyer sitting on staff right now, Jack, that's just jacked up because that's how we played the game. I know you probably think it's kind of bad on our part.
No, listen, you're out for the safety of that kid.
It's all about it.
And what did they say? What was their response?
They're upset with us now and don't want to talk to us because now they feel like I'm just out there to get the baby. And I try to tell them I'm not doing that. But here's what they're doing. They love the church that is helping them.
Yeah.
I just love this church. Look what they've done for me.
And they spend $400 on you buying you a new stroller and stuff?
And I'm not talking about us, the church where they're going to now.
I know.
I know. But you know what? That's okay. I've got one child we just did a birthday party for. I took a $300 cake up to them. She wanted a 50-person Paw Patrol cake. I put the word out, and a lady here in town baked a 50-person Paw Patrol cake, and 2 Sunday school classes came together, and we bought bags full of Paw Patrol toys. Little girl's 5 years old now.
My goodness.
And I'm going to want to bring her home. I done told the mama when she gets tired of her, I'll take her.
Oh my word.
And the mama, she lets her, I mean, she has no problem with me. She calls me, talks to me, we talk back and forth.
Yeah.
But the only reason they're using these kids is they're pawns.
Yeah, they are. They're a check. Well, you know I love what you're doing, and we're gonna, and I'm hoping that this book will take off. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know what he's got in store for it, but I hope it is, because it's gonna help all 6 of us.
One of the things I want to make sure that everybody understands about this ministry is it has nothing to do with Kevin Lilly.
Same.
Okay?
Us too.
It has something to do with the Johns and the Carlas and, you know, the churches out there that support everything that I do. I get the glorified part, and that's it. You know what? I'm a glory monkey when it comes to this, because I love going into places that nobody else is going to go.
That's right.
I love taking that machete and cutting me a trail out across there. You know, I love doing that, and I've got this. You know, I love it. But what they fail to see is the churches that out here. You know, this church that's got 20 members of elderly folks, and that's it. But I never have to worry about where something's coming from, because all I got to do is ask, and they're sending it.
That's right.
It's all these people that make this happen, so I can go out and do what I do. Or those team members that any given time, day or night, that I say, hey guys, look, I'm going, let's go.
Yeah.
And they don't argue.
Massive takes special people and special spouses.
Right. But, you know, it's not Kevin Lilly. Kevin Lilly just, all I'm doing, I'm a catalyst. All it is I'm a catalyst. I'm a go-between. Because when I finally started listening, and God says, you know, listen, have you ever heard somebody say, does God really talk to you? He talks to me on a daily basis. Because when I walk by somewhere and I'm saying, you know what, I'm so disgusted with how this is going today, and I really, you know what, God, where are you at? And somebody comes by and says, you know what, praise God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just walks by me and says, praise God. And I'm thinking, okay, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, if you think about how many times you've had a little doubt in your mind and walk by somebody and something gets said, and all it was going through them to tell you, hey, listen,
you're on the right track.
I'm affirming. Shut up. We're being stupid.
Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate the time, and I'm hoping to get. I'm hoping to have this thing done by July 1st. I don't know. It depends. I got a guy that's helping me write it, and he's a great guy. And we just have to get all the stuff in one place and get it in a format where people are going to be interested enough to keep reading. You know what I mean? And for you, so you know, so for you, it's a mobile shower. For this lady in Monroe, it's she was down in South America, had 2 heart attacks. They sent her home, and now she makes, it's called Dolls on a Mission. And these dolls is sad face when you don't know Jesus, happy face when you do. And then on the other, there's laminated prayer cards on there. You know, that's what she can do. I mean, so, you know, God's using everyday people to do extraordinary things. You know, this guy and this lady in West Virginia. Who's my other one? Oh, my friends in Waxhaw. That is called Kingdom Citizens Outreach Ministry. They have nothing. They clean churches and houses for a living. They literally have nothing. They lost their biggest contract, yet they go out and they feed 700 people last Saturday.
Come on.
And their whole extended family is involved in this ministry. I mean, they're some of the best friends I got in this world, and we have nothing in common other than we love people. We love Jesus.
Yeah, I think so. You got the biggest thing in common.
Those two things. But we have nothing in common other than they love each other and they love these people. So, you know, so it's something, dude. And I don't know, and I'm gonna try and get Shannon. I'm not gonna chase her. There's another lady that I really wanted. It's called Heart from Monroe. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're in Monroe, and their focus is 100% inner city schools. They read. They teach them how to tie ties. They teach them to live. They teach them how to sit down and eat a meal. They don't have any of this stuff at home. And it's called, one of the things was a million men in the making. They have mentors go into these inner city schools and they teach them what they need to know for life. They teach them to respect other people. They teach them to respect women. Nobody's ever done that. And so I've been chasing her for a while too. She's super busy, but she's an awesome lady. But I really want to get her in there, and whichever one I get goes in.
Well, I apologize for you having to chase me so long.
No, dude, no. That's not chasing. That's working out a schedule. But like, it's hard to get. I mean, especially when you're gone all the time.
I do.
And then I've been working, and I start a new job on Monday. I mean, it's been. So that's why I'm trying. I was so happy to get this one knocked out, because what I do is I take that, I go upload to YouTube, and the guy sits down and starts writing. I hired him.
That's good.
Because I can't do it. I don't know how to. First of all, I don't know how to write. I mean, I can write, papers and grants.
And what's funny is I got friends that are writers. I work with a writers group, and
Really?
you listen. I thought I told you that. Once upon a time, dude. Listen, before I closed it down and come back up, I had a gallery here in town, an art gallery here in town.
Really?
Yeah, my art, and I've got my art is stretched around the world. And like,
You did tell me
I
that.
got a piece in the Australian embassy. A lady that works for Warner Brothers. She is the main. She does the hair. The main lady for Warner Brothers. She buys a lot of my artwork. And
No kidding.
oh yeah. Now, do I sell it? The funny thing is, I'll sell it to her cheaper than I will anybody. I lose money shipping it because, even though she's got money.
Did she pay? She didn't pay you extra.
She has never paid me extra, but you know what? Listen, it's okay. It's okay. Because you know what? I treat her no different than I do anybody else. I can't treat them. People say, why don't you charge more? You know what? If I could, I wouldn't be selling it.
Just be keeping it.
I'd just be keeping it. And I can't do that. And but I work with authors, and these authors, my wife, she does proofreading, and she works with writers. And she'll take, and when they write everything out by hand, my wife will go back to them and she'll proofread everything that gets done and put it into Word. So that way it can go